This is part two of what I said. Demon cannot override sovereignty. All right, matches the dark theme, right? But this is not to scare you. This is to give you awareness. So if you are already scared, you can move away. But if you are courageous enough to know the actual truth, this is based on my movement about Soul Archives Academia, spreading truth about what we really have to talk about. Mostly self awareness and the awareness of all the awareness. Anyhow, I mentioned in part one about demons cannot override sovereignty, but specifically about they cannot invade a being who is whole. So I talk about to actually shift your perspective about duality. There's actually no angel versus demons, but they are just archetypes that are having difference in frequencies and also purpose in our lives. Now they all value the law of sovereignty. Now I mentioned part one about a question, a curiosity. This is just my opinion, guys. A curiosity that why sovereignty is only given to some of our ancestors and plus some of the specific location on earth and some families bloodlines. This is not to envy them. I actually bless them all because they're doing their purpose. But as I look deeper inwards, I realize that this kind of mentality removes from people the ability to take back their power as being a sovereign being. When I say it's sovereign, it's like kings and queens, prince and princesses, dukes, everything that has a hierarchy of power outside of a human vessel, but inside, everyone can be sovereign, sovereign of your power, because you can always take back your power because power is not something that you inherit or given to you. Everyone has it. I remember this download I had earlier. You can listen to this with your heart and with your soul. You can take back your power when you realize that within you is the source. You can take back your power when you realize that within you is the source. It's not something outside of you, it's not something that you can find outside of you. Or someone would say, no, this is where you can get your power from. No, power is simply just energy. When you tune in back, then that's when you will understand where you're not whole, where you're leaking your energy, where you can put it more, where you can adjust, stabilize, simplify. A lot of things you can do. That is why no one yet has ever taught us how to tune into self awareness. Well, to me, self is spirit, energy is love frequency. I'm gonna teach this with my podcast, Victory of Self, and some in my Instagram, Soul Archive Academia. Yes, this is the time to spill the tea because Mother Earth already adjusted her frequency for this download to come across to humans that are ready. And I'm talking to people who are already ready to shift your ships because the split is about to happen. And I'm talking to people who wants to go on the new side, not just other side, but the new side of Earth. So sovereignty about kings and queens, we all have that inside. When we realize again that within us is the source, it's not someone outside of us on the throne, you know, everything that was taught. But don't worry, the time I realized this, I was thinking about after a bath in Dubai, and I look in the mirror. It's like, as usual, drying myself. And then I look myself in the eye, and then there's this voice saying that I've been with you all along. And I burst my tears out, felt the love that has been with me since I was a kid, or maybe before I was born. It's a cellular level kind of remembrance. And if you felt this before or haven't, it's okay. We all have our own path, our own time frame, but this is what you're aiming for. Why do we have to do the inner work? Is to find that peace, that source, that feeling of sovereignty, that you have the access, you have the control, you have the full capability to choose what you want to be, to have, and to do. 11:44. So I think that's all for this version. Part 2, if you want to watch part 1, go ahead and come back to that video. Let me know what you think, guys. So it's actually not the dark, but it's an illumination of the things that I'm sharing, because they told me that I have to keep showing up just as you do. If you have a message, if you have something that your soul has speaking to you to share, let's rise up, everyone. Let's unite our wisdom so that we can hold the hands of those who just woke up. If you're just new to this information but your soul is not, I invite you to follow me, interact, share this. Let's spread this awareness like a virus, a positive virus, so we can help more souls and we can finally have that life that we all deserve. Have a great day and see you on my next episode. Bye bye.